just be right in the middle of everything. We'll just be going live
All
like we
You'll
are
be
right.
those
now.
guys. You'll be called those guys. Their show never comes on at the same damn time.
They just
Well,
pop up randomly whenever the fuck they want.
we are fashionably late,
I love
but we are here. Got Rando Brad, got Amy, myself, Cashman. I gotta get better at figuring this audio shit out because this is getting old.
Yeah, at least these things are happening. And good news, I'm going kind of viral right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and post our live link inside the viral.
I did see that.
Yeah,
Post
things
that
are going
under that
good
dude
there.
with the 600,000 as
Yeah,
well.
he quote tweeted me, and I said, "Let's go, you 500,000 account." I love that.
Hey,
So
It's always nice.
now I'm just gonna say I'm live on X, even though I'm already live on X. There's probably like 4 people that are like, "Why are you being so stupid?" Whatever.
I don't have anything better to do.
Yep,
some people are just hateful. No
absolutely.
matter what you do, they're just miserable.
I blocked
matter.
about 86 of them already.
Sheesh.
I've
Exactly.
muted a
I
lot
mute
more.
the conversation.
So
Like,
many
what
of
the hell? I didn't ask. I mean, I
so
just
many
saw a
times.
post. Now we're live.
So, what are you smoking on, Brad?
Man, I'm still smoking on the same shit. The hella jelly.
Hella jelly.
I went to the store up, in Michigan or nothing yet.
Got the guava melon.
Hey, my sump pump, we ain't gonna hear it running this whole damn show because that thing just quiet. It just goes. Phew.
Well, at least you got it fixed.
I'm telling you, that thing is nice now.
Those are necessary.
It was so bad. Last night I was about to clean my bong, and I'm like, I haven't heard this thing run all day. Let me check my pump, and make sure that before I go and turn the water on. All this. I was, oh shit! It's about an inch away from overflowing, and I vacuumed out what I could so it didn't, overflow overnight. And as soon as I woke up, just got that thing, replaced it, and they said it was going to be 15 minutes, but it took 3 hours. So
Yeah, but how many of those hours were spent at the hardware store?
about an hour and a half.
How many trips, too, did we make?
Only 2 today.
Oh,
Very proud of myself.
Oh, I like the way you said today.
'cause, I mean, normally it's about 4 or 5, I'm sure, if you're anything like me.
There's always some little bracket, some little pain in the neck bracket or nut or some bizarre little thing that you're like, what? I had no idea it was so crucial to have that.
On mine, there was on the box that said like what you need for installation, and I made sure to get all the things for installation. So when I finally come back, and after I tell the guy no, I don't need any help, and then he's giving me that look like, look at you coming back looking for help, you dumb son of a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
So as I'm telling him, look, man, this shit doesn't say anywhere on the box that I'm gonna need this thing right here. But I clearly need this, but I need to know what size. So is there any way you can help me? And that's when he wants to give me that look. And then he's like, but it should be on the box. And I'm like, why don't you find out?
Well, thank
So then
you.
as soon as he gets done reading, I'm sitting there like, look at you looking there needing help, you dumb motherfucker. Hit that reverse. I was so happy to do that.
At least they have. At least they have some kind of reference book or something they could go
No,
to.
he had to open it up right in front of
goodness.
me, and that's what I'm talking about right there. We're both gonna find out today.
We're gonna find out together right now.
All right, we'll screw it in. It fits. All right, thank you. He was pissed as hell, but I got my stuff done.
That's all that matters. Oh my.
So the sump pump works, we assume.
Yes, sir. Everything's going well. Nothing's just overflowing. I'm in here in the basement just fine without any standing water. Life is good.
Hey. You don't want standing water.
No.
That's why I don't know. I don't understand the steeplechase where they run with wet feet. I mean, I could not do that. I couldn't do a lot of the running, but I'm sorry. No, now you have to run and your feet have to be wet also.
Yeah, I can't
And
wait.
I have to jump hurdles.
I can't wait until we get this stream set up to where I can be like, hey, let's grab that clip from earlier today. But earlier when they did the steeplechase with the gold, when America, I don't know if you saw that boy
guy
was
came
cooking.
up, I did.
And as soon as he passed everybody, like all those Ethiopians and Kenyans, they're just like, the white boy.
If looks could have killed, he would have been
telling you.
toast right there. They
And then,
were
like,
angry.
Like, homeboy lost his composure and everything when he went over that hurdle and he fell and busted his ass and everything. And I felt bad. I did, but I was also laughing on the inside. Just because I know the reason why everybody was freaked out. They're like, ain't no way this white boy passed us.
Exactly. Well, they're just, I don't know about, it's just, they just couldn't believe anybody was passing them. It didn't matter what color they were. I mean, they just like,
bring that in there, but no, it's
no, they didn't like it. They're not used to anybody getting up there in front of them.
That's what those people in who train for that specifically, you know, and the Ethiopians, Kenyans, they dominate the marathon running. They just do. So for anybody else to beat them, you know, that would just be so shocking.
Well, you got to do what a few of the Americans have been able to do, where they just bide their time and wait for somebody to, you know, zig and they zag, and they're able to, you know, go right on by you. More power to them. I don't run.
So is the U.S. still have the overall medal count at this point?
Oh, we're dominating.
We do. I believe we do.
Yeah, and we needed this one because Russia's not competing. You know.
Yeah.
We really needed. It's 94-65 on the overall, and we just slipped ahead of China today, 27-25 on the gold.
I know we've been going back and forth on the goals, but
but that 4-man rowing team, they hadn't won. I can't even remember how it was a long ass time, and they won gold. So that was.
I was in my living room,
a lot
just
of gold medals.
Saying, row.
Even the one in fencing. There was one in fencing. I don't even watch fencing, but I watched them, and it was amazing.
I didn't check out the fencing, but I did see. I want to say it was. Oh, Sarah Hildenbrand. I'm butchering that. That's bad. That's on me. The wrestler. I did see her take the gold. That was amazing.
I didn't see her match. I only saw the highlight clips of that. But
normally, I just watch like WWE. I don't watch,
right,
that type of wrestling.
So far, my Tuesday, I love the Turkish marksman.
The one that dude just showed up with his hand in his pocket. And...
Yeah, and pulled out. I mean, ESPN, it was the Pat McAfee show. They did a side-by-side with the guy that was next to him shooting. And his whole, I mean, he had the whole earphones, even the mask that he had on his face had the Thor drawing on it, and he had none of that.
That's pretty badass. They knew what they were doing.
I liked him, and and the I was really surprised by the men's gymnastics because they usually never. It's so hard for them to win, and I was very excited.
That's one for, yeah. I don't know if it's just we don't push that as men for our boys in our country. I don't know if that's the thing.
I think that has a lot to do with it.
I think you have to suffer some sort of.
Yeah. I am getting some feedback. 1 second. That's my audio here. Hopefully.
How about now? Are we good?
I think I'm good. Okay. That was insane. Just had to twist my auxiliary cord, I guess. Okay.
All right.
Almost had me losing it. Okay. So, Cashman, though, what's been going on with you today?
Oh, you know, I'd take the kids back home, and then I came home and played some college football. You know, had to get some 5-star recruits in. You know, get them scheduled.
No, I don't know anything about getting any 5-star recruits in.
Oh, sorry about that, sir.
If you're talking about the Commissioner Dynasty, I got a couple, but the main dynasty where I'm playing is Western Michigan University. No. No. But
so what's going on over at the Pollinator Garden?
Well, I just posted a picture, I think 2 days ago, of a little baby monarch caterpillar. We have plenty of caterpillars that are around the property, but this is the first one that's actually went into the garden. So I don't know if there's any other larvae or eggs. I've looked around, but I'm not trying to disturb the area.
Right.
That makes sense. They're there, so great success.
Yay. That's bad.
So how's life in Arizona?
It's dry, but right now it's been lately it's been humid. I mean, every night this week a storm has been popping off in some area, and then I've had rain.
I think this weather this year has been crazy.
Mm-hmm. Now it is monsoon season here in Arizona, so it is the time of year when they get the most amount of rain. But
so for people that don't know what monsoon season is,
You're looking like, huh?
okay, so a brief description of that is just a deluge, just massive amounts of rain constantly.
Okay.
Thank you.
For about a month. And
then it gets really muddy, and then
the state gets it just seeps into the mud and into the ground, and it's supposed to sustain the whole state for the whole year. I mean, that's
that's 1 month.
The rainfall for the whole year happens in 1 month.
Holy shit!
That's I've heard about this in urban legends, but I guess when she said, monsoon season, my ignorant ass, I'm looking like, wait, huh?
Hey, I had to ask the question because I'm like, I think I know, but I'm not trying to sound stupid as a motherfucker.
You don't ever know. You don't ever know unless you ask. So.
Is there really such thing as a stupid question? I don't know, but
they say it's the one that you don't ask.
I don't know. This one felt pretty stupid.
So I got a question.
I'm sure. Okay.
You got scorpions out there?
Yes.
Oh, hell no.
And I was stung by one.
So they're not deadly?
No. Oh, God. They can be, but
Perhaps.
oh my goodness, you just have to.
So you like
You
had to
just
get anti-venom and stuff then, right?
No, I took a Benadryl, and thankfully,
This played it cool.
Wow.
no. Well, if it had gotten any more serious than that, then thankfully, well, I don't know if it's thankful or not, but I do have a severe enough allergy that requires an EpiPen, so I can
Dang.
deliver that in an emergency situation. So
This country.
thankfully, I didn't have to do that.
They got monsoons and scorpions in Arizona and shit. Like that's
Oh God, and rattlesnakes, coyotes, and don't even get me started on the freaking cows.
This is.
I love the cows, but they can be. I mean, they walk real slow, but they're like destructors.
Did you say cows?
Cows.
I didn't know they had cows in Arizona.
Huh.
Yes, because we're in it's a wide open range. This is ranch country out here. As a matter of fact, it's the largest cattle auction takes place.
So is that
here.
like free range cattle?
Exactly. People, they drop their whole herds and they just free range through here. So you have like a herd of cows come here. I mean, you go out in the morning, you go to the and you're like, oh, hey, there's a whole crap load of cows out here.
Oh,
You can't even fathom this. You got to understand, like, I was born in Michigan. I lived a little bit in Florida. I live in Wisconsin now. I did a few years in Colorado. So I'm familiar with the mountains and stuff. But, like, gators, okay, I understand that. Manatees, sure.
Right. Sure.
Mountain lions, cool. Scorpions, not so.
No, I do not.
What the fuck is this? You got random cows coming through my yard. Like, we have farms, sure.
Right.
You know, in fences.
Yeah. It's crazy.
I mean, I'm used to cows. I live in Ohio.
I love them. I absolutely love them.
Hey,
but they will knock over your fence to get to what they want on the other side of it. Especially if it's food.
I feel like you're speaking from personal experience.
Yes, because I've caught the SOB right in my he was stealing my ducks' oats. All their good stuff that they eat. He was like, ooh, that smells good. I want some of that.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
So, Amy, what is your preferred way to use cannabis?
Definitely concentrate. Dab.
Dabs?
Dab. A little dab will do you.
Or a lot.
And I take that serious.
I'm taking a mid-sized one right now and
just a little bit. I like that, and I like edibles.
Edibles?
Yes, because edibles, they make your body feel fantastic.
When you take enough of them, hell yeah.
See, I'm a proponent of the whole plant. I used to juice the leaves of the plant, and oh my god, that's the best. That's the best your body will ever feel.
Now I'm no physicist or whatever, but I understand there's like the CBAs, the CBDs, the
THCAs,
you know what I mean?
It's the
there's
G,
the DVDs, you know, and all these things, and they're good for you. So I don't know them all, but
I don't know them all either. I know that G is the one that's like up and coming, and it's better than CBD. It really helps you if you have anxiety and
Well, hell, I was born with that.
yeah. I think everybody has anxiety and PTSD to some extent, but it helps. It really helps with that.
So then you would, consider yourself a daily user then?
Yes.
Okay.
For me, it replaced every pharmaceutical medication except for my eye drops.
That's what I'm talking about.
I have glaucoma, but
Okay.
smoking has I've had glaucoma for going on 15 years, and
Oh, wow.
I've been able to treat it. It's never gotten any worse than needing eye drops. So
Wow.
That's amazing.
it is, because I've run into people who have glaucoma and they can't believe that I have it because I don't have an eye patch, or I don't have something more serious going on with my eyes. And so I feel very, very fortunate to, but anyway,
Anecdotally,
I asked the doctor one time, I'm sorry.
Anecdotally, you do suggest that the marijuana alleviates all the pressure and the stress and the tension in the eyes and stuff, and that's what
unfortunately you can't feel the pressure in your eye. It's silent. That's why if you don't get your eyes checked and your pressure goes too high for too long, then you've reached a point that you're past the use of eye drops.
Is that where you start to lose the vision itself then at that point?
Yes, you can lose your vision because it slowly creeps in from the sides of your eye. Like, they really check every 6 months. I have to get your peripheral vision checked, and because that's the way it closes in, and eventually you go blind.
Right.
So
do you guys have access to home grow out there, or is it strictly dispensary? Or
well, I currently have seeds planted and I'm growing, but there is no dispensary in this city, and the closest one is Tucson, which is 250 miles away.
Oh, sheesh.
And I was a medical patient for marijuana before it became legal in this state. And I'm mad. I voted for it to be legal, and I feel like the medical patients got the shaft as soon as it became legal.
Well, especially it seems like it's not adequately accessible. Seems like it's
no,
big city only.
And the discount that the medical patient used to get, the dispensary, they have so many extra influx of people, just off the street wanting to come in and just get hot, use it for recreational instead of medicinal, and it really it just threw everything out of whack. So I'm glad I'm growing my own. Plus, no one gives you access. No one, if you were to go into a dispensary and ask them for their trimmings, they look at you like you have sprouted two heads and, landed from the moon, or like, what in the world are you asking for?
Yeah.
I mean, I have definitely started to move to grow your own, so that's been nice. I'm hoping my 2 autos end up turning out nice. We'll see here in a couple more months. But Ohio did just recently open up recreationally yesterday, I believe. I want to say
That's awesome.
something like that.
Big news.
But you can't even get a whole a whole eighth at the dispensary. It's a 2.83 and a 5.66. So
That's great.
you can
Why
get
they playing?
you can get a tenth, and I believe it's what, a 16th, something like that, or whatever. I don't know, something.
I'm about 2 hits away from putting away a 10th right now. Like,
Yeah.
what are we doing?
I mean, and
I never knew that I would
like
have to know
when the medical program came out, like, you know what, I was like, whatever, I'm gonna get my card because at least it covers me at that point. But we're paying $45 for a 2.83. I can't even get a whole eighth for $45 from the dispensary.
No.
Golly.
And now that it's recreationalized, there's I want to say it's a 20% tax on rec.
Yes. Yes.
So, I mean, I'm still going to make that drive north because, I mean, fuck Michigan in November, but
They
they
be selling
know
that
how
weed.
to they know how to grow weed.
They really do. That's where I get my.
And they're slinging it for them good prices. It's just,
That's where I get mine.
I mean, it's can't go wrong there.
yeah.
You can't. I mean, it's crazy. It's
Colorado used to be good, but I don't know what happened to Colorado.
I don't know. Now they've. It's
think it's
almost
all
like
commercial.
they're becoming like Portland. They're going to be letting everything be
Yeah,
okay.
that's a problem. I got my opinions on that. I'll let it go.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh boy, get me totally canceled. I'm okay with mushrooms. I think that's my extent. That's my personal bias. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I mean, there's other things. I don't know.
Mushrooms are okay.
The
It tastes like shit,
they really do. Oh my god.
Yeah,
and I got a weak stomach, so I be fucking gagging the whole time trying to eat them things. It's
Well, if
awful.
you're trying, if you're trying to be medicinal with them, then you don't even take that. You don't even take. You're taking like a little.
It
tiny
don't even
little
matter.
piece.
It could be a fucking speck, and
yeah.
I'm still fucking.
It still
puking.
gets caught in your.
It's a mushroom. I don't want
That
it.
shit. Yeah, I love mushrooms, but oh my god, that's the worst mushroom in my life.
It is.
I don't- I hate mushrooms, but I'll eat those.
like to eat.
Yeah, don't catch me with any of those portobellos, Nope.
Oh, you're missing out.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you
I've
are.
had them. I've had them.
You ain't had them the right way then.
Oh yeah, that's what everybody told me.
I'm telling
You ain't had
Well,
mine.
that's always you just haven't had it right or had.
you. Yeah,
You haven't had mine yet.
exactly.
I'll be wild. You eat your food, I'll eat mine.
Right.
Oof.
Well, Brad, what do you got?
Oh man. I think I got one more bowl in me. I know that for sure.
But I gotta have a joint, so go ahead and start talking.
There we go.
And I have the rest at the bottom of my bag of.
Well, what I will say, we got to have more guests on like Amy. This has been fascinating. You know, we talked about like in our last episode how we're learning things, we're ignorant, we're trying to find some things out. This has been eye-opening.
You've learned about moms.
It's like, what the fuck
Yeah.
is this? It's really the cows. The cows
Yeah.
are like
The cows.
It's the cows in
They really
Arizona.
are awesome.
So do they lay down out there when it's gonna rain, like during monsoon season?
Dude,
they do
there's so
seek
much I can't
shelter. They're
handle.
awesome. They really are. I absolutely love them. I really do. They're just they'll walk, and they walk slow but very
Yeah.
methodical, and they walk in a group. They stay in a group. If you see a cow by itself, you know there's a problem,
Okay,
because
help me visualize this.
they always walk in a group. And if part of the group gets too far ahead, they'll moo and call for them, like, hey. It's like, what are they doing? Oh, they're calling.
Brad, you want to imagine it? Just imagine me walking real slow. That's it.
Right. And if I
I've been
come
to
in
South
contact
Dakota.
with your fence post, well, it's coming down.
I've been to South Dakota.
It'll be real
you
slow.
know, what do you call them? I don't want to say buffalo. The bison? I think they're bison. Is it kind of like South Dakota, but they're just cows? It's
just cows.
South
Okay,
Dakota.
because I've been to South Dakota, and like I was kind of thrown when I was on the highway, and they're like, "Hey, caution, bison," and I'm like,
Right.
"What the fuck they talking about?" And then they come around the corner, there's just a fucking
Wait, you were for real bison?
yeah, dude. Like if you ever go to South Dakota, like 1 minute it'll be 85 miles an hour, and you'll be cooking it, and then it'll be like, "Hey, bro, calm down. You're in a national area. There's bison and fucking other little."
Wait, the speed limit's 85 out there?
Oh yeah, you can fucking cook it in South Dakota, dude.
I like
85 here too.
I need that.
Yeah,
I'll be
that's
dusting.
a whole experience.
Scooting.
This is the trucking corridor, right?
Yeah. Some of those trucks get up to 80, 85 themselves. They don't give a fuck.
No, but you definitely, if you ever break down on the road, a trucker is your friend. They're the only ones that'll stop and help you.
Shit, you can't get nobody to stop and help you in Ohio. The fucking state
That's 'cause you get
troopers
robbed.
drive right by you.
They know too. They know better.
They're tired of everybody's shit.
Nah.
They are.
They don't even care. They're like, fuck you.
Well, some of the crazy people they have to encounter, oh my God, and it's a crapshoot. It's a 50, I mean, really, it's a roll of the dice when they approach a car. It's like, oh, this could be somebody that go either way.
Yeah.
It's not a career I would choose to go into.
No.
Couldn't pay me.
And they aren't allowed to smoke.
That's why I wouldn't do it.
Well, that's the first reason I wouldn't do it. The second
and
reason
it
is
kills
people
me.
are
Everybody
crazy.
loves alcohol.
Yeah.
Yeah, when's cannabis gonna be, taken on the same stage as a beer or a 6-pack of beer or somebody drinking a case.
Right.
Should be. That's a whole thing.
That's all based on propaganda, though.
Mm-hmm. I know a lot more friends that have killed themselves from drinking than they have from smoking a joint. So,
truth.
Exactly.
I don't know who I need to talk to.
I don't. I've never been a big drinker.
Yeah, I was a huge drinker, but I was in the Army, so that comes with the territory. But not much anymore, and pretty thankful on that because, like I said, that there's been a few friends who have just drank themselves to death or DUIs and car accidents and just reckless, useless things that just, ended people's lives early.
When I was in high school, I smoked, but I always was fascinated by the people that smoked it every day because I was like, I could not imagine functioning and smoking this every day.
Sure.
And then in a blink of an eye, your life changes, and all of a sudden you're bombarded with pharmaceuticals out the wazoo, to the point where you finally get frustrated and you ask your doctor, like, well, how what is the projected time frame that I'm going to have to take this medication? I mean, like, do I just have to take this for the rest of my life?
Mm-hmm.
And he couldn't answer. He didn't have a good enough answer for me. So I decided right then and there that I was not going to take it for the rest of my life. There had to be something, another alternative.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of how I feel, to kind of echo off that sentiment. As soon as I got out of the military, the VA, they wanted to shove down bipolar medication, antidepressants, along with blood pressure medication, all at the same time to help with my anxiety, my PTSD, which, of course, it helped, but it also helped me not function at all. I was totally zonked out, as you can imagine, just
Zombie.
basic.
Right. It's like, okay, I have to choose between medication that's going to help me or my quality of life.
Right.
While I take it. I'm sorry. I'm like you. I don't want to have a crap quality of life, be a zombie, but
Sure.
feel only slightly better. I mean,
Right.
You never really feel, and then every time, and then
We can rant about it.
God forbid you can't ask for a refill. But
Yeah.
But at least I'm very thankful I found marijuana again, and I love that it's replaced all of the pharmaceuticals.
One of the things I can say very heavily, that goes with for the blood pressure, for instance, I feel like the blood pressure increased when I was getting lethargic from all the medication. Now they're gonna, controversy and say that I'm full of shit, but I can sit here and say,
No, I agree with
I
you.
smoke weed, and I don't feel that lazy. I can still work out. Cashman can testify. I post every now and then, but I have my weight loss, all that stuff that I have, but I look really good now. My blood pressure's under control. Everything's fine. I have plenty of energy, and I smoke weed. Like,
I think it improves I think it improves your quality of life in all it helps you exercise better because it alleviates any little quirky pain you might have that might have prevented you from exercising to start with.
No, I mean,
the only exercise I be getting is lifting these fucking joints to my face, but that's about it.
No, I just make sure I don't hit a nice heavy indica or take a monster dab before going to work out.
Right.
Give it about 30 minutes, after smoking, so I can let the pre-workout take its effect and all that bullshit.
Right.
I'm good to go, and just get my full hour in the gym and get out of there and get right back to whatever I was doing.
There's just not enough hours in the day for me to hit the gym.
I can understand that. I'm over here, on my retired
life. I do have. I would rather smoke weed.
Fair enough, sir.
Well,
honest.
then, maybe just strength training at home then would be better for you than a gym setting. Otherwise, you would not benefit from waiting 30 minutes after smoking. You should smoke and go right to exercising, and you'd be good.
We have a viewer, Ecto, that says, personally, I feel like it is person by person. Moderation is always key for a lot of people. However, some people can balance both, and there's nothing wrong with being on their side. I tend to find myself on both sides sometimes.
Well, that they're right. It is about balance, and they're also right. It affects everybody differently. But you try a little bit here and see what works for you.
I agree.
And you always start a little bit at a time. You don't go out
Unless
guns
you're me.
ablazing, I'm gonna load up I'm gonna smoke this whole bowl by myself type thing. No, you very little bit,
You haven't
and
met
then
me.
branch out from there.
Say, well,
I took 300 milligrams edible on my birthday just for the fun of it.
Well, see, I made cookies, left it, and I was at my mom's house. She would sneak them out of the freezer and eat them, and then it would send her to the damn moon in the middle of the night. And it's like, Mom, you're not supposed to eat, 2 frozen cookie bowls.
There is a guy on
One cookie.
Twitter that I have found that many people vouch for, that he makes 240 milligram cookies and up, etc. And people say they're fantastic. So I'm thinking I'm gonna get one at some point, and it's gonna happen on this show. We're gonna see just how fucking good that sumbitch is.
that's gonna be. Can't wait to see that.
Let's make sure the audio's figured out before that bad boy kicks in, because
Yeah,
I'll be fucking cooked by then.
That would not be good. Because then it would be, we've lost him. Like,
Oh,
we really
yeah.
lost him.
you'd be gone.
Be
He's
done
gone.
for.
He's gone to sleep and his microphone is cut out.
So what do you got going on this week, Brad?
Oh man. Well, I was supposed to head over to the garden today, but obviously that got nipped right away. So I'll be heading over there tomorrow. The work shed that I have gotta finish insulating that motherfucker before winter comes. I know it sounds like, before winter comes. What are you talking about? Well, here, winter's gonna be here in like fucking 9 weeks, 10 weeks. So,
Oh, don't tell me that.
dude, it's August. So, like,
Oh, God.
in mid-October where I'm at, it's gonna be 40 fucking degrees. So,
Right.
buckle up. It's winter. So,
Yeah.
I need that shed insulated if I'm gonna have any chance at like February, starting a little bit of a grow, thing for my seedlings for
Mhm.
all my little.
I was gonna say, is that where you're
And-
gonna put like your apple trees and shit that you nurse and all that shit, or are you
Yeah.
doing it in your back porch or whatever?
Well, I'm gonna keep them in my garage here because I want
Yeah, they
them
have
to
covered.
get a little frost, but I don't want them to be, be exposed like totally.
Yeah.
No.
So next year they're going to be ready to go in the dirt, and then whatever happens, they're going to have to let Mother Nature overeat winter. But they should be. I think they're 4 years old technically now, so they should be ready to go. We'll just fingers crossed, hope everything works.
That's awesome.
Um,
Apple trees are good.
I'm going to cheat a little bit. Hopefully not too many of the people that are following are going to be. I'm just kidding. I'll tell them. I'm going to go to the greenhouse and I'm going to buy a couple extra ones. And just probably go with like 6 or 8 of them to start.
Mm-hmm. Well, sometimes you have to. It's hard to get them to grow from seed to sprouting. It's really hard.
Mhm.
I mean, you really have to be. It's you almost have to be a chemist because it's like you have to know the pH of your soil, and I mean, it's like, dang, all I wanted to do was start a
You telling I got
grow a
3 pot
squash
plants
or
that are
something.
pissing me
I-
off.
I know it sounds weird, but maybe not. It might sound genius after I lay it out, but I'm bringing in the pollinator garden. I mean, obviously, we need the pollinators. I'm going to keep trying to do that. But then I'm bringing in the apples. Obviously,
Yeah.
the apples are for me. Like,
Right.
no shit.
Well, apples are great.
But I need the bees for the
Right.
apples.
Right.
So
Right.
But I'm putting a lot of money into just making sure that there's constantly butterflies and bees, because if I don't have them, I'm fucked. But also everybody needs to have them. So
they say you're doing welcome. Something right if you have bees. I mean, I have bees.
And I have thousands of them. Love them.
I never thought I'd be able to just reach down and without freaking out that I'd get stung. Mm-hmm. But I make sure that they have water every morning. I'm out there and I'm like,
sounds so crazy.
This water dish not for the dogs, but for the dang bees. And if one falls into the water and is like struggling, I'll get a stick and stick in and I'm like, I'm out here literally saving the bees.
Hey, it's teamwork.
It is.
I don't mow my grass until May 1st or whatever for the bees.
Hey, we're going to talk about that. You know what? Let's talk about that right now.
I don't
Shout
know.
out to the people who started that. I appreciate you. However, here's the thing. What are you growing?
I don't know, but there's always hella bees in my motherfucking yard.
What are you growing?
Grass.
Or you have a hat.
Why don't you put down some clover seeds, motherfucker? You know what I'm saying?
I'm not putting that much fucking work into it.
No, but how tall do clovers get?
I don't fucking know.
You ever seen a clover fucking 4 foot tall?
I know.
You ever seen grass 4 foot tall?
Yeah.
Yes. Think about it. Why don't you plant clovers?
Because I don't want my whole yard to be clovers.
You don't have to make your whole yard clovers. Just sprinkle a little bit of them. Now you got some shit for the bees to pollinate.
I mean, I do got this front spot out that don't grow nothing but fucking trash, and I don't want to mow it.
Throw down some clover seed, man.
I might do that next year.
$10. Help the bees. Give them something to actually suck on. Give them some, nice sweet stuff. And then you'll feel good about not mowing until May instead of just letting your tall ass.
Regardless, I ain't mowing until May. Regardless,
like
fuck that shit. I don't give a fuck. I still ain't mowing until May, dog. But it don't fucking matter. Regardless, I'm not mowing until May.
It ain't really about the bees for
I mean, I like to claim it's about the fucking bees, but I'm not fucking mowing till May, dog.
No way.
I'm gonna keep it real.
Hey,
I love the bees.
That's
as long
why
as they don't fuck with me and don't sting the one kid that I gotta stab with an EpiPen. But I'm not mowing. Fuck that.
You keep telling that truth, man, and that's why I like with you. That's why I fuck with you.
And to be honest,
tell the truth.
I don't even get a chance to mow anymore because the old lady loved mowing so damn much. She just go outside and mow.
Man,
I'm just like, okay.
More power to it.
I had to shut my old lady down. She trying to mow, but she don't like to mow the stripes in the yard. And
my yard's so uneven and so fucked up and shit. I just don't even care what it looks like anymore. So
no, I'm in serious competition with the neighbors.
You didn't care because your lady was out there doing it. So you're like, hey.
When I get a nice lawn, that motherfucker gonna be don't touch my shit, stay off of it.
Right. I got this nice clover field in my front yard.
It's gonna be.
It's got to be mowed nice and perfect.
Yes. You know what? I might just get a concrete yard, so I don't have to mow anymore.
There you go. That'll work. That'll look good in the wintertime.
I'll move to Arizona. They just got sand, right? Is that what you guys got in your lawns?
They got scorpions and monsoons and cows, bro.
Well, I don't really.
Only
fuck
if
with
you're
scorpions.
out in the. But you don't really encounter scorpions in if you're in Phoenix, you aren't gonna really encounter scorpions.
I heard Phoenix is really a hit or miss area.
It can be, yes.
I've
because
never been.
most of it, I mean, if you ever well, you hear the word concrete jungle, and that's pretty much what it is.
Mm.
But there's a desert oasis nearby. Scottsdale is a very nice area, and the golf course, that big golf tournament that they have, that people go crazy and heckle the golfers. But anyway, it's
So what's the
very metropolitan there, so you don't really encounter the wildlife like coyotes or anything like that.
So what's the cost of living like out there? Is it, above average or?
No, I would say it's like 1,200, anywhere between 1,200 and 1,500 for rent for an apartment, and that's in the city, either Tucson or Phoenix. Those are the two big metropolitan.
So I want to talk about it here because you're Arizona. How, this may not be the right question, but UFOs, ever seen any? Just cut to the chase.
What's up, Bismo?
I have seen. Well, I don't know what it was, but it was a strange light in the sky that was unexplainable. But I couldn't find any, like, what you would specifically call an object that would be attached to it. But definitely a weird, questionable light that still to this day has not been explained in my mind enough for me. But I don't know what it was. There's been a lot of sightings here, ironically. Not recently, but over Arizona's history, people have seen UFOs here, or they see bizarre stuff.
I mean, that's kind of why I asked, because you mentioned Arizona, and I know that there's basically like New Mexico, Arizona is a hot spot. I mean, obviously, Nevada.
It is.
Up here, right around anywhere around the Great Lakes, really, I guess I should say, the deep summer. If you're just looking up on the dark nights, there's nothing above. You can see the stars just moving. But there was one night, and people might think I'm crazy. Whoever watched, I don't care. Fuck you. I saw it. It was real. That thing was going, up, and was going across the horizontal axis, and then it stopped. And then it went across the vertical axis. And I said, shut the fuck up. And
well, that's weird.
Yeah,
they usually don't change direction like that.
Right.
We see shooting. I saw shootings. You see shooting stars here. That's
kind of
like,
neat.
Ooh, it is. It's really cool.
I guess that's just something open type thing.
But I've never seen one change direction.
No, that's
crazy. Then that's when it's like, okay, somebody's got to explain that. What was that?
Yeah, unless there was a satellite, right over top of me that was doing that. No way. But there's a lot of activity. Lake Superior, Lake Michigan. I guess people, claim that they'll see them go inside the lakes, and I have no clue, but if they can go through space, why can't they go through a fucking water?
Right.
I'm not gonna.
I don't know.
I don't know enough about it. I didn't even know there was monsoons in Arizona, so.
I didn't even know what the fuck a monsoon was.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. I'm thinking tsunamis in my head.
Again for asking the question.
I mean, I asked for a friend, but
I'm thinking like a fucking tidal wave or something coming through.
I'm like, monsoon, what the fuck is that?
I don't even want to mention the haboob, because y'all are gonna be like, oh, what?
All right.
It's called a haboob.
Yeah, what the hell
is
this?
It's not like a woman's boob.
Well, that's what I was thinking.
It is kind kind of like a dust devil, but it's also a tornado. But it's just a spontaneous funnel cloud that spins out of control.
Can you get sucked up into one?
You can, and it can get.
There you go, Brad.
You can get your car sucked up into it. You have to, if you see one coming, you have to pull over on the side of the road.
Might be Brad's only chance of getting sucked up at this point.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh shit! I had to. I couldn't help it.
I am going to have on that note.
Oh, but
man.
guys, that's almost an hour, and I've got to go to work in the morning.
Okay.
Alrighty.
But I had a good time,
It was a great time.
as always.
Thank you.
I appreciate
Thank
you
you for
guys.
Thank you for inviting me.
Thanks for coming
Absolutely. Love to have you on again. This was good.
on. Absolutely.
Okay.
Learned a lot.
Anytime.
All right,
All right.
guys. Have a good evening.
Let's see.
Okay, you too.
Later.
Bye.